We've all had enemies. Sometimes it's not the villain from a movie. It's the coworker who smiles at you but secretly hopes you fail. It's that fake friend who claps when you're down. It's even family members who don't believe in you, who whisper behind your back. And here's the hard truth. Most enemies don't attack with fists. They attack with words, gossip, manipulation, and jealousy. And you feel that fire inside. The urge to respond, the urge to clap back, the urge to prove them wrong right there and then. But here's the twist. Real power doesn't come from fighting. Real power comes from restraint. Because when you fight your enemy, you make them important. But when you rise above, when you keep moving while they stay stuck, when your life becomes a living proof that they couldn't stop you, that's when you've already destroyed them. This isn't about revenge. This is about victory through wisdom. And the first way is silence. And silence. Kill them with silence. Because enemies expect noise. They expect you to argue, to scream, to clap back on social media. When you don't, it destroys them from the inside. Here's why silence works. When you fight back, you give them free rent in your head. But silence? It's rejection at the deepest level. It tells them, you are not worth my time. You are not on my level. Think about it. Arguing with a fool doesn't make you wise. It just makes you another fool. But when you stay calm, collected, and unbothered, you win without lifting a finger. And here's the beauty. Your silence becomes their mirror. They throw hate, and all they get back is their own reflection. That frustrates them, eats them alive, because they realize they have no control over you. And always remember this powerful line. Sometimes the greatest clapback is no clapback at all. So kill them with silence. The second way is simple, yet the hardest. Outgrow them. Second method. Your enemy feeds on your reaction. They want you to argue. They want you to get emotional. Because as long as you're reacting, you're playing their game. But what happens when you outgrow them? When your skills, your habits, your mindset take you to a level they can't even reach. You take away their power. Think of it like this. A child throws tantrums. If you're a child too, you fight back. Enemies thrive on keeping you small. So the best revenge? Get so good at what you do, so disciplined in your life, so strong in your character, that their attacks bounce off you. While they waste time gossiping, you're building. While they criticize, you're improving. And when success arrives, when your results speak louder than their lies, that's the final blow. Enemies die slowly when ignored. Because the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And when you show indifference, you show power. Remember, your progress is their punishment. Every level you climb makes them irrelevant. The ultimate truth is this: your enemy can only defeat you at the level where they met you. But once you outgrow that level, you've already won. Your enemy's greatest weapon isn't their words. It isn't their lies. Third method, it isn't even their schemes. Control your emotions. It's your reaction. If they can make you angry, they win. If they can make you lose your calm, they've already controlled you. It's like holding a remote, and the remote is your emotions. Every time you explode, you hand them the battery. Think of it. How many times have you done something in anger and regretted it later? How many times have you sent that text, shouted that reply, or exposed your weakness in the heat of the moment? That's what they want. Not your victory, your slip. But here's the twist. When you master your emotions, you become untouchable. Your enemy calls you names, and you smile. They insult you publicly, and you remain calm. They spread lies, and you move forward like nothing happened. Do you know how terrifying that is for them? They realize they cannot control you, and that breaks them more than any fist ever could. The strongest man is not the one who can throw a punch. It's the one who can stand still while being provoked and not even blink. Remember this line: he who angers you controls you. An enemy without attention, fourth method, is like fire without oxygen, or it starves them of attention, slowly, painfully, desperately. They feed on it. And when you ignore them, you starve them. Let them talk, let them gossip, let them laugh. Do nothing. Because here's the truth. Nothing is more powerful than indifference. When you ignore your enemy, you are telling them, and that silence is unbearable for them. So let them scream into the void. While they waste their energy, you build your empire. While they rot in bitterness, you rise in silence. Starve them and watch them eat themselves alive. Here's a fact your enemy never wants you to know. Fifth method. They're not afraid of you. Build powerful allies. They're afraid of the people who stand behind you. One voice is easy to attack. 1,000 voices, unstoppable. That's why the smartest way to destroy your enemy is to build powerful allies. Because when people believe in you, when they see your character, your work, your truth, your enemy's lies lose power instantly. Think of it like this. Imagine someone trying to ruin your name. If you stand alone, maybe people believe them. But if you've built allies, friends, mentors, colleagues who know who you really are, those lies die before they even spread. Your allies are your shield. They amplify your wins. They protect your reputation. They remind you who you are when enemies try to make you forget. And here's the beauty. Allies don't even have to fight for you. Their very presence, their belief in you, their support is enough to make your enemy realize this battle is already lost. So build your circle, Build loyalty, respect, and trust. Because a man with powerful allies doesn't need to lift a sword. The war ends before it begins. At the end of the day, your enemies are not out there. They're inside. Your fear, your anger, your doubt. Conquer those, and no enemy outside can ever touch you. Remember, you don't destroy your enemies by fighting them. You destroy them by rising so high, they can't even reach you.